When your friend lets you know your new neighbor might be a vampire, it would be in your best interest to not let him inside. What's going on, guys? It's your BFF Snowy Oreo 663 here, right now, and for day 18 of the Scare-A-Thon, we've got an interesting pick with Fright Night from 2011. Yet another recommendation from my friend Mike. This movie is a remake, apparently, of a 1980s film. I never heard of either adaptation, so I went in 100% blind to this one, only knowing a few of the cast members in this. Here's hoping it's worth my while. Mike is currently 1 for 2 with his movie recommendations. I'll start with a brief synopsis, go into my thoughts, and then dive into spoiler territory with a full summary. Ready? Let's go. Charlie is a high school student who successfully made his way into the cool gang and with a hot girlfriend named Amy. He's secretly a bit of a nerd. His old friend McLovin, his character's name is Ed, but come on, it's McLovin, let's get real, threatening to reveal his dork status if he doesn't help him. Their mutual friend Adam went missing the previous night. McLovin suspecting it was the fault of Charlie's new neighbor, Jerry. McLovin thinks Jerry's a vampire and is proven right when Jerry attacks him that night. Now it's up to Charlie to find a way to defeat this evil pursuer. This was another cheesy, fun movie, and I do find myself enjoying some of these when they don't try to take themselves too seriously. While this wasn't near as bad as a film like Anaconda, I think the weakest aspect of this was the characters. Aside from one character in this, everyone feels a little flat or just not quite right. Jerry's surprisingly intimidating sometimes, and the rest of the time he just ends up being a little too goofy for me. Charlie and his girlfriend Amy are kind of whatever, but they aren't hateable either. We need more McLovin in this movie. But the kind of chaotic energy this movie brought to the table made up for the weaker aspects in the character department. I liked how batshit it could get at times, and how it intentionally left very little time for you to calm down. It kept throwing chaos at you with unique vampire rules and goofy gore, which, yeah, did make it quite fun at times. Now we're gonna get a little deeper into the plot and into some spoilers. If you want to skip, head to this time. Ready? 3, 2, 1, boo! Charlie begins to keep tabs on Jerry since McLovin went missing, seeing a neighbor go missing into his house. He sneaks inside to save her, not able to help before Jerry bites her and has this fill. Charlie's help attempt goes even farther south when she explodes the second they step out into the sun. Charlie contacts a famous vampire hunter TV personality named Peter Vincent, trying to get information on what to do. Despite having a massive collection of vampire memorabilia, Peter is very much a showman magician type guy, not believing in the existence of the creatures. He throws Charlie out but keeps some of the photos he took in Jerry's house just to ponder over. Back at home, Charlie tells his mom and Amy about Jerry, but they aren't very receptive to it. He's proven right when Jerry knocks on the door and demands to talk to them, proceeding to blow up their house using their gas line. The trio makes a getaway in the car, getting stopped by Jerry in a really fun chase scene, learning that crucifixes aren't the most effective weapon, but at least they can stall an attack. They stab Jerry with a wooden stake enough to scare him off, and Charlie's mom gets hurt and taken to the hospital. They get a call from Peter Vincent, who asks them to come over. He reveals he recognizes some of the symbols from the photos he took, offering to help them take down the vampire. McLovin appears, as a vampire now, having gotten an invite inside from Peter's assistant thinking he was just delivering a package. Everyone splits up as he attacks, getting his arm sliced off, and eventually getting killed by a wooden stake to the heart from Charlie. R.I.P. McLovin, you will be missed. Jerry appears next, the group using holy water to stall him enough to run downstairs to a club while Peter hides in a safe room. Charlie and Amy get separated when Jerry grabs her, biting her while Charlie is pulled away by a bouncer for being underage at the club. As weird as this scene is actually kind of freaky in a fucked up way. It's very much an allegory to real horror scenarios women face in places like clubs and bars. With Amy turned, Charlie and Peter team up. Peter gives him one of his relics, being a wooden stake blessed by Saint Michael. If he stabs Jerry with the stake, everyone he turned will be cured of their vampirism. The two head back to Jerry's house, armed and ready to take him down. It goes pretty poorly. Charlie attacked by a monstrous Amy while Peter is swarmed by dozens of vampires Jerry had buried down in the basement. Peter gets bit and the two heroes sit in a patch of sunlight while being surrounded, realizing they're running out of time when Peter starts smoking. Oh, I should also mention that Jerry starts making out with Amy to taunt Charlie, which is gross as fuck because Amy's meant to be a goddamn high school student. Charlie gets an idea to cover himself as best he can and light himself on fire, tackling Jerry and stabbing him in the heart with a stake. He turns into an early 2010 CGI abomination as he dies, all the vampires around him waking up and being free from their curse. Wait, is that Dave Franco again? Dude, you've been in 3 of the movies on this list. What the hell? The story ends with Amy and Charlie staying at Peter's, getting some alone time so they can finally bang for the first time. Sure, why not? Again, very goofy and campy, but honestly, pretty fun. The bad CGI is another aspect about this that doesn't exactly hold up well, but in some ways it can add to the ironic enjoyment of this. Peter ended up being my favorite character, him being the only one that felt actually kind of enjoyable, completely unironically, and David Tennant's clearly having the time of his life, and I guess McLovin too, fuck it. I'm not ashamed to admit that I ended up liking this way more than I thought I would, and maybe even get to the point where I could call it a guilty pleasure. I'm kind of racking my brain looking for things to objectively praise, but I'm drawn a blank. I liked this movie, but for no no discernible reason other than the fact it's just fun. Maybe also because vampires are some of my favorite monsters in anything ever, and I think that this movie, while far from perfect, has an enjoyable villain who's quite scary, an intentionally campy story, and a desire to laugh right along with you. I'm giving this one a controversial rating of 3.5 out of 5 stars. Thanks so much for watching my video. As for tomorrow's movie, we were told we just have to survive until morning. Even if we keep coming back, I worry we might not have many attempts left before we turn into one of them. Bye!